This is the redesigned 2023 Kaabo Wolf King GTR. Let's go! Hey Scootopians, OhManDan here. Welcome to Scootopia. Man, we got another good one. Another scooter on my list of 7 scooters that can do 65 plus miles per hour. We did the Terron Supreme, we did the Thunder 3, and now we're doing the Kaabo Wolf King GTR right here. So let's start this unboxing. We're gonna get to it and see what it really do. See what it is. I'll tell you one thing, this box, I thought I was gonna be lifting a regular, Kaabo size box. This box is like 167 pounds. That's the packed weight. So we're gonna see how much this thing is. Supposed to be 138 pounds. That's sick, it's crazy. It'd be on another video after I've really weighed it on an industrial scale, but it's pretty big, especially with all that weight. I mean, we were struggling putting this in the van. It's crazy. It's crazy that somebody mentioned in a comment before, they get ridiculous with all this weight, But it's hard to have a performance scooter without adding weight. You're just going to add weight because performance scooters are heavy. They are heavy. So now, let's look here and see what we got under the foam. I'm always pleased when I don't see broken foam everywhere. Everyone knows I hate broken foam. We got the raggedy tool that I hate. This will strip your bolts. We got the nut covers, 4 of them there. Got an 84 volt. We don't even have to take it out. 5 amp charger, 110 volt. So of course the battery pack is 72 volt, 35 amp hours. All right, so it's a nice size, but I love having a real charger, not no 1.4. Like really? All right, so that's good. You got a big machine. You want to charge it faster than 20 hours. Oh my God, I'm scared. This thing is huge. So, of course, in some of my videos, you already seen the best way to pick up a Kaabo Wolf product, whether it's a King, a Warrior, or any of that, is to grab it in the back and grab one of the posts on the front suspension and then lift. So use this way. There we go. And then, of course, you can sit it down flat because the whole stem folds, making this scooter turn into a 5-foot long scooter. So portability is not a strong point because 5 feet long, you're not very many. You can't use a coupe. Maybe a sedan, but not a small sedan. So you got to have an SUV, a truck, or a van with these, most of the big heavy scooters. And you all know those are the ones I love the most. And just like that, like magic, here it is. But I'm telling you, as we were putting this thing together, oh yeah, I didn't tell you, I'm back here in Sacramento with my brother Harold. Let me show you my brother, man. This is my brother. I love him to death, boy. Say hi to these Scootopians, Harold. What's up, Scootopians? So he handling the camera, doing a great job. But this, I must say, was probably one of the heaviest scooters in the box, like 160 something pounds. Out is probably like 138. But the thing about it, it is tall. I measured it from ground clearance, 10 3/4 inches from the ground. All right, so it is pretty high up there. And with height, you lose center of gravity, and so ain't gonna be all that carving going on. You probably gonna find yourself sliding out. Definitely gonna have to change these CSTs. This thing is very high. It's very uncomfortable. The off-roaders are probably going to be the ones that love this scooter the most. For just street riding and stuff, it's just uncomfortable. Like even when you take your foot off the deck, you could feel the extra height. The suspension though, I feel that suspension. The suspension feels good. I can see it being a fun scooter for the off-roaders. I can see them really having a lot of fun with this off-road because it is high. It's high off the ground. I feel like I'm 8 feet tall. But I like that suspension, man. That suspension feels good. You don't feel that on Kaabo Wolf brand products, you know. That suspension feels really good. But it feels good. Sounds good. So you got those hybrid tires. So that's off-road and road combined. Yeah. I like the wide stance on the handlebars. That's cool. Now, an off-roader's not gonna like those wide handlebars. They're gonna want more narrow. Definitely feels like a Kaabo. You know, like when you drive a Chevy, you can feel a Chevy from a Ford, you know, from a sports car, from a luxury car. This has it has that proprietary feel. It feels like it'll get on up and go. I'm just not gonna test it out right now till I find out what that front bobbling is, because it is bobbling. For real. But I like this road, and we had that little smooth patch back there. My brother stopped us like, come on, we ready? I was like, no, this thing is too bouncy. It's too bouncy in the front. So I'll get it dialed in. Once I get it dialed in, then I'll come back and do a speed run. It's sine wave, so it's quiet, smooth. Did I mention that this has self-healing tires? Never felt this tall on a scooter before. But hey.
How's the suspension?
The suspension feel good, man. Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at that suspension. Holy cow. That's crazy. On a Kaabo Wolf product, that's crazy. You don't get that on Kaabo. Well, I tell you what, that suspension's working on all these potholes, because there's a lot of them, and I'm eating them up. Nice little ride, though. Nice little back road ride. I love this back road. Look at the horses. Said hi to y'all. So when we look at these two scooters side by side, you can see the main and biggest difference is the height of that deck. Even on its kickstand, you can see the height of that deck. Let's just get right to that and just deal with that elephant in the room. The height of the Wolf King GTR is 10 3/4 in this front and 11 inches in this back area. Okay, that's the deck clearance from the ground. On the Kaabo Wolf King GT Pro, it's 8 inches from the ground. All right. Then we have these bars. All right. So coming from the deck to the bars on the GTR is 38 inches to the bar here and 40 inches to the grips. So depending on which one you want to measure, I think they did a little cheat because they angled the grips up on the GTR, which, you know, will give you some more height. So I guess you can count that 40 inches on the GTR. On the GT is 38 inches here, 38.5 here. Okay, and they're both 29.5 inches wide. Both bars are 29.5 inches wide. All right. Of course, on the GTR, you have the adjustable suspension on the front. Now, I did adjust this compression, and I had to adjust it plus, And once I finally got the dribble kind of out of it, I started noticing some oil, hydraulic oil at the top here. All right, so it may not be able to adjust the bounce completely out. All right, so but I did adjust it. Here you have no adjustment on the front suspension. Okay, in the ECU, all right, in this box here, the ECU, they're both the same size boxes. On the GT Pro, it's supposed to be 250 amp controllers. On the GTR, it's supposed to be a 100 amp controller. The lights are the same. The battery pack is 72 volt, 35 amp hours. That's 2,520 watt hours on both scooters. All right, both scooters are exactly the same battery. Both scooters have exactly the same tire size, 11 by 3.5 inches, tubeless pneumatic. On the GT Pro, it's tubeless pneumatic, and it's supposed to be puncture resistant, so which is the self-healing.
Newsflash, the GTR has 12 by 4 inch ultra wide tubeless pneumatic tires, and they're hybrid off-road on-road tires.
On the deck is 23 inches on the GTR, 23 inches long, but you can only use from here, to here, and that's 20 inches. The GT Pro is 20.5 inches long. All right, they're both the same width at 9 inches. They both have the same rotors. So you have the 3mm thick rotor on the GT Pro and on the
GTR.
On the lights, you'll notice something different here in the rear. On the GT Pro, the brake light stays on as a tail light, whereas it doesn't on the GTR. And on the GTR, once you press, then you get that red brake and tail light. So let's see if I turn the flashers off. Okay, if I turn the flashers off, then you get that little small dot up top. They did a terrible job on the lighting on both of these scooters. To not listen to the consumer and take that blackout off of the lighting is a big miss by Kaabo. Another thing that you'll notice about these two scooters is that the kickstand. This has been a pain in our butt since the Wolf brand products came out. They finally removed that Achilles buster. It used to tear you up right there. You want to know what I'm talking about? This is what I'm talking about. This protruding part that serves no purpose. But another thing that's different here is this. Now you can connect your bars to the deck on the GTR. Still has the good wire management where you can plug and play. It still has the Zoom hydraulic brakes. All right, they both have the same lights, the same horn. That is the Kaabo Wolf King GT Pro and the Kaabo Wolf King GTR.
So who's this scooter for? It's for experienced riders, people who love off-roading, people without stairs, and someone with a proper vehicle. So what are the things that I don't like about this scooter? It's too high off the ground. The front suspension needs improvement. The 30-pound removable pack's too heavy. The light covers are too dark. And the scooter weight. To buy your GTR, visit VoroMotors.com. Use OhManDan as your discount code to save $50 off your purchase. This is OhManDan. If you like my content, make sure you subscribe to my channel, like, share my videos, leave a comment down below about what you think about this GTR. This is OhManDan. I'm out.
About to meet the man, OhManDan. Was about the mug to help mankind. Start a scooter club, I know you're fine, cause you're just like that. You bend over backwards to help a man. You strap up, you boot up, you throw on your colors, get ready to hang. riding with the fellas. Yeah, yeah, on a glorious crusade. Helping those in need. Now they got it made. West Coast.